People coming to BC for non-essential travel won't need to quarantine for 2 weeks, at least not yet.
Despite growing public pressure, the Premier says BC won't be following the lead of Manitoba and several other provinces. This despite John Horgan raising concerns about travelers spreading COVID earlier this month.
Here's what the Premier said just 2 weeks ago when asked about tourists coming to Whistler and spreading the virus.
It's not just Whistler, it's all of British Columbia. We have open borders within Canada. Of course, we were first in line back in March to call on the federal government to close our international borders, and I think we've all benefited from that.
But today, Horgan said he's not ready to push ahead with stricter travel rules. Instead, he has another warning for travelers. Here's CTV's Binder Sudjan.
For rule breakers thinking of coming to BC, Premier John Horgan has a warning.
You better follow our public health guidelines or we'll come down on you like a ton of bricks.
Horgan couldn't say exactly what that ton of bricks is. A mandatory quarantine period isn't in the arsenal.
Until such time as the public health officer advises me that there's a benefit to going down that road, we're going to leave it untraveled for the time being.
Even as he admits some resort visitors may be an issue.
Ski hills. This is an area where the activity is not the problem. It's when people leave the hill and look for the party that we're seeing transmission, and that's where we're very concerned.
Starting Friday, all travelers to Manitoba will have to quarantine for 14 days in the fight against COVID-19.
I would argue that it is the time to prepare for this. Yes, we don't see evidence of this right now, but that will change. The modeling shows that this is these variants, and some of these are a significant concern.
This professor, who's part of a national project tracking COVID-19 variants, says it may be time to start a phased approach to quarantines.
We can combat these viral variants by simply following public health guidelines. However, the problem is people are tired, right?
Some in the tourism industry are bracing for impact, saying if an order is to take effect, they're also hoping for advanced warning. Binder Sudjan, CTV News, Victoria.